Hey there, it's Monkey. We're picking up where we left off on our Shogun 2 Oda clan playthrough. We're on very hard difficulty. We've taken Kyoto, and we have about 4 turns to get through to win the game. There's still a lot of fighting going on. There's, these random armies landing on our provinces and whatnot, but I think we're going to be able to lose some provinces and retake them as necessary. We just need to keep hold of Kyoto as far as that goes. I've already taken care of all of the, tear down buildings and stuff like that I was planning on doing, but we need to get our daimyo's army, that's the fastest army I have at this point, that fastest and the closest to get over to this guy here. So it'll take us a couple turns. He's probably going to rid us of a province or so, but that's okay. And then we'll put the heir into Kyoto just to keep the town under control, and also so he can get some replenishment. I think they're both getting replenishment. Yeah, they're both getting solid replenishment at this point. I don't really feel the need to take more territories. The more territories you take at this point, the more your vassals tend to get angry about it. There's territorial expansion is a penalty that you get by taking more provinces. Right now, for this guy, for example, it's minus 69. We have this extra realm divide penalty because we took Kyoto after the initial realm divide in the game. So we've got that to weather for 4 turns as well. So I'm probably going to have to start bribing my my vassals here. In fact, I'm going to take the ones that are unfriendly, the ones that have anything more than, say, this guy's minus 50. I'm going to give him some money.
I have weapons that need polishing.
I'm gonna give him like
Speak quick,
500
so that I may be
koku.
about something useful today.
So, and now he has gifts appreciated plus 7, so that put him at a negative 45. Now, if he's getting negative 10 realm divide a turn, then I'm probably gonna have to give him a little bit more than that in a bribe. But he is giving me tribute and trade, so we'll see. We'll have to see who it's really worth it to give to or not. This guy's at a minus 40. Jinbo's minus 20. Okay. Sakai is a minus 58. Yeah, we'll give this guy a gift too. I mean, they're pretty low right now, but I just want to secure. I've got 10k in my treasury, and I'm making 3,800 a turn, so I can give some gifts out. So if I give 1,000 out, that gave Sakai 15. So 500 was 7, 1,000 was 15. Seems okay. Negative 64 for the Takaoka. Ooh, negative 85 for the Susui. These guys are probably going to flip again, but I'm right next to them with a giant army, so I will let them flip, and then I will take them out. The Takaoka, however, where are they at? I think they're up here. Yeah, I mean, they're also relatively small. If they flip, the Hatano are just going to go up and take them anyway, so I'm not going to worry about that. But yeah, we're making 3,888 a turn right now, after taking Sagami and Kyoto and getting Takeda to trade with us and making him a vassal again. So, okay, any other movements? I think we moved our daimyo as much as we could this turn. We also have an army up here. The Amako, I believe, have landed. Yeah. And then we've got the Honma coming back again for just another helping of getting beaten up. We're going to take... Actually, we're going to move these 4 units kind of over next to this guy. I hope I don't interfere with... Yeah, we'll just move them there. And then... Because I really want to send... like some of these melee troops that I have down to Etches, and 1 to reinforce it, and 2 because eventually I'm going to pop out, and that should be enough. 6. If if Amako doesn't come and attack me in Echizen, I'm going to combine all of this army up here in Echizen and then go down to take out Amako. But we'll see. He's got a pretty sizable 13-ish units, 14 units. We'll see. We'll get back to that in a minute. So this whole army is gonna come out. And we're just gonna try to clean this guy off the beach right now. Oh. Okay, he's gonna completely run from me. It's unfortunate, but I don't know that I can get. Hold on. Make sure I have the whole army selected. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, I guess this is as far as I can get. I know I can get that far and still be... Maybe I won't be supported by these other troops, but... Well. He's got nothing but a bunch of... 13 units, so I guess he can take Noto from me. Potentially. I'll just do this. I'll just put these units next to each other. He's not going to attack me there anyway. It looks like he's going to go into Noto. Recruitment-wise... I don't know. I don't think we need a lot of stuff at this point, but I'm going to recruit melees here. And I think we're pretty much set for bows. We've got like 8 really amazing archers, so we're just going to add a couple of the Ashigaru at this point. So trying to keep my money up close to 10k, even though we are rolling in good money now. We were sub 1,000 earlier, so everybody else has moved except for these ninja up here. I need to get them into position. I think one thing we can try to do would be... Hold on, how far can these guys move? Yeah, I want to bring him... I want to bring... This guy needs a lot of experience. I still want to bring... These are both my assassins now. I'm going to bring them down to keep killing any Metsuke that are down in this area. So this guy is actually going to... I could try to sabotage the army. No. We're just going to have this guy, 120 Koku, assassinate one of his generals. I'm not too worried about him. It's just, it's getting him XP for a little bit of coin, hopefully. Okay, great. And then we're going to bring this guy all the way down because he's heading for that Metsuke. That's weird. Looks like he could go farther. I don't know why. Whatever. And then that's sort of the situation. I think I've already explained enough of what's going on. There's like 3 armies really that are landed on our territory. We also have the Hojo over here that we've been beating up on, and they've got a tiny little army right here. A few samurai. They might attack this single unit that I moved down towards Suruga, but I don't think they're going to come after Sagami. Maybe they will. My army is in so shape, but we'll see. I don't think he'll do that. All right, yeah, let's just end it. I was wrong. He didn't realize my army was there, and we've ambushed him. So we do have the option to decline to attack, but that just means he would move up to the keep. We would get the benefit of the keep's troops and our general. Right now our general's not reinforcing, and to be honest, I mean, the drawback of this situation is that all of our melee units are pretty well messed up. I'm gonna auto... I saved it. I'm just gonna auto-resolve it and see what happens. I mean... Yeah, I lost a couple units that I didn't really worry about all that much. It's fine. I'll let it go. More agents. Oh, bribing my units. Yeah, knew that was gonna happen. I'm not gonna fight him on this one either. Just kind of burning my stuff. Is he gonna siege the castle? He's not gonna siege the castle. Oh, where's it? I gotta go get that guy. Yeah. Susui. Knew that was gonna happen. That guy's weak. I'm just gonna go in and revassalize him again. All right. What do we got going on here? Lost some income, probably because he chopped this province. That might be causing a little bit of an issue there. This should be a quick fix. Let's take care of it with this army here. We don't care. Auto-completing, we've already talked about it before. The gates are destroyed, but we don't care because we're going to revassalize this guy anyway. Okay. That still has past grievances and whatnot, which gives him a minus 45, but now he can trade with us. He's giving us tribute. That brought us back up to 3,100. And then we just force trade with him.
Speak then.
Let me see if he'll give me money as well.
I have other pressing business with my stewards.
So now we're back up to 3,300. So that was, wait. Yeah, we were at 3,888. So we've got to get some money back. Mikawa is probably where a lot of it is. I'm a little worried that if I come down straight for this guy with my daimyo, I'm not worried about his army. I'm worried about that he might circle around me to get to Owari instead of like facing me head on, since I can't get to him right away. I don't think I have enough zone of control to block him from maneuvering around. But we'll see. I'll just make as much of a beeline as I can for him right now. I also got to keep an eye on, there's one of Hojo's Metsuke. I just want to get rid of all these Metsuke that have been bothering me. They've been kicking all my Metsuke out of towns. So, for example, I got to put this guy back in Omi. Okay. So that boosted my income too, although that won't show until the next turn kicks over. But that's okay. And then this guy still got 2 generals, a bunch of samurai trying to bypass me. This guy didn't move at all. I'm not sure why. We should be able to pick this army up and then just maybe he's sending a boat back. Really? Okay, there's nowhere to run anymore. I could probably get better outcomes. I'm just going to auto-resolve it. At this point in the game, like, I have, especially with a huge advantage over him, just in terms of units and stuff. I'll have to bring him back this way. And then we're going to... What does he got? What does he got here in this army? 13 units. I don't know. That might be an auto resolve as well. I'll get back to that one in a second. This is sort of the area where it's a little dicier because I have these wounded units, and Sagami is not there. The public order isn't great just yet. I want to get this, even though this isn't a money-making province. I want to get this guy into the settlement. That'll bring the public order up to a 3. So that's kind of useful, and we'll do a sake den. Normally I would do a market and an encampment and whatnot, like in this town. The encampment for the better units that you can produce, the Oda Long Yari. But we're so close to the end of the game, I just want to keep public order. I could exempt them from taxes. They're not really making a lot of money. I mean, 300 at this point. So if my army leaves... If my general steps out, rejoins the army to go crush these remnants over here, which I think I might actually do, because I don't want them to build an army. I need to... Oh, wait, I forgot. I have an army up here. That's right. He's got... That's right. He's ready to go. So I already have an army up here. I forgot about that. That can swing down and probably clean up this mess. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Oh, no. I almost did the wrong thing there. All right, so these guys are going to step in. That gives us a good setup there. We'll get a couple more melees recruited. And then we'll just come down. This guy's going to... Probably going to... I'm assuming he's going to retreat or going to be able to retreat. I'm not sure. Yeah, he's just out of here. That's okay, though. That means we block access to Saruga as it is. I don't know if we can get to these guys. Doesn't look like it. I don't want them to walk around me, so it's just going to be... Whatever, right? Like, sometimes this movement stuff is... That's it. That's where we're going. Yeah, that looks good. And then we do have this ninja, which is great at lots of stuff. We're going to get rid of this agent here. Hopefully. Didn't kill him, but wounded him. That's just fine. So, good job. He's not the one that has the bonus to recovery time, like to make them take longer to recover, but that's okay. We do have this guy over here that can go after this. It's a lot of money. This guy is a higher level Metsuke. But they've been going around arresting my Metsukes, so I just want to get rid of them. Alright. Problem solved. He's not going to get enough XP to level up either. Yeah, but a good chunk nonetheless. Okay, still that fight up there to do, and I think that's pretty much... We got a free unit here, but it's nothing great. We're just going to disband that guy. Just to save me a little bit of money. This guy will start heading up that way. We've got like one turn of these people being angry at us. Otherwise, same thing. We'd have to exempt them from taxes. They're not far off. I was going to probably build a sake den there, but I mean, I guess I could just to... Seems like money-wise, it's like on the fence as to whether that's worth it or not at this point. Yeah, we'll get back to that army too. I want to get through here and scout and see what he's got. Okay. Debating whether or not to actually just take that province off of him. That's okay. Jump them into there. And then he's probably going to run. That seems like the reasonable thing to do. Yeah. He ran as best as he could. Oh, not that guy. Get back in there. I thought I had... Do the army. Now he can't run. He's overwhelmed. Let's auto-resolve it. That's a lot more losses than I would have expected, but it doesn't matter since he already retreated once. He can't retreat again, so it doesn't really matter as far as that goes. All right. Cleaned up almost all of those armies. We've got these reinforcements here that we're still bringing down to the south. Ooh, wow. There's a big army coming in here. That's going to be a problem for my vassal. And there's also... No, that's his Metsuke. Wow. Yeah, definitely a problem. I guess if I had noticed that earlier, I thought that was maybe a vassal army. If I had noticed that earlier, I wouldn't have brought this army down. I would have brought it back up to combine together. Because at this point, we have an army that's not strong enough. That's right. Well, we're going to keep bringing him down. Maybe he'll come after our army and leave my vassal alone to buy me enough time to get around. We're going to keep recruiting the regular Yari at this point, just to keep my income up. And then this is almost with these two guys. This will be a full stack anyway. And there's really no other armies in this area. Yamana's our vassal. Takaoka's our vassal. Maybe they're going to go through and take territory. That'd be cool. Oh yeah. There's this guy here messing with my stuff. Okay. Put the hurt on him anyway. Okay. This guy can still move a little bit. Oh, this guy can still move a little bit too. That's good. I want to get them back into the castle if possible. Yeah, we'll just merge those. Okay. I was hoping maybe to get a general offer out of that deal, but it didn't happen. All right. Well, that's right. We are going to smash this guy with this army. He doesn't have a lot, but I don't want him going around burning stuff, so... It's not the best autocomplete I've ever seen. I'm just going to save it real quick and then see if I actually lose a lot. Not really. Okay. Oh. I didn't anticipate all that running away. That's okay. That's bothersome. Okay, whatever. Let me see if I've got all of my ninja done moving, or all of my... Yeah, this guy, that's right. He's just going to go deeper into here to see if he can spot. Okay. Yeah. That's an armored army. We'll bring him back this... I don't think I can hit him. Nope. Okay. Alright. Looks like all of my special units have acted. So. Second turn. I didn't bribe anybody that last turn, and here comes a monk that I wasn't aware of. Lots of Navy. Hojo's got lots of Navy. Doesn't bother me. I don't have any Navy. I don't have any boats. So, talked about that before too. Yep. This guy's just sort of running away from me. I could cost him more with these 3 units, but I'm not going to win either way. So, I'm just going to let the... maybe I should have. I probably should have auto-saved and just cost him. I feel like I could have done way more damage on that, but that's okay. All right, Takaoka finally flipped. Yeah, probably because I didn't bribe him. It's all right. The one of my vassals went and took him out, and here's the attack I was talking about. We are going to retreat from this one. I guess he has enough movement to come after me, so not sure. I'm gonna see how the auto resolve plays out. He's probably gonna. Oh, that is like not. Yeah. So in this situation, like he lost 39, and I lost my whole 600. I'm not a fan of that. I'm gonna have to maybe go back to yeah. Okay. Wachi. Let's see. +2 to melee attack for all units, or +2 to melee defense for all units. I would say melee attack. Okay. Where are we at in terms of... We have 24 of 25. We need another province anyway to get back our standing where we are. So the Hatano went, as soon as that vassal flipped on me, the Hatano went and took the province off of them. So solve that issue right there. Rebellion's put down. That's right, Kawachi. That's right, we have to fix that potential rebellion. All right, well, glad to see they're not just giving it to me. So, I guess I'm not too worried about having to repair the gates because I don't have to. I'm just going to auto-resolve these two. Normally, I would fight these. If I was taking over the province and needed to recruit right away, I would not do this because you have to pay to repair the gates. But I'm just going to do it just for the sake of brevity. A lot of auto-resolving this time just to try to get these guys to stop harassing me. Oh wow, I could bring Tokugawa back as a vassal. That's interesting. When I first took the province, obviously I just occupied it. I don't think that's useful to me because it cuts off trade. I think it cuts off trade. Maybe it doesn't cut off trade. I do have a port here, and I've got a port in Suruga now. I was thinking it cut off trade with the Takeda. But really, at this point, I don't feel like I need other vassals. I think I need to publicly occupy it. Plus, the Tokugawa is more primed to turn on me. For sure. Hopefully I can leave this. They're going to be mad. I'm going to have to exempt them from taxes. That's too bad. Like they're back to being, traitorous or whatever. Same thing. Oh, I forgot to. That's right. Forgot to level up my daimyo. Same issue here. The Imagawa come in baked in with a lot of hate. Now, if I do make them a vassal, it kicks Chosokabe's army out somewhere. I'd like to see where it removes it to, because I think it will move it. I don't know if it, I think it removes it back to its friendly territory, which would be odd. Maybe it just kicks it out of this province. Let's find out. I don't really want to make Imagawa vassal, but I'm going to do it for science. Okay, now I have to figure out where Chosokabe's army went. It's not that one. That's his ships. I think it threw it back to... I think it threw his army back over to his territory. Yeah, kind of funny, I guess. Man, Satake are coming in hard here. Okay. So, diplomacy. Let's get Imagawa, who is unfriendly. Past grievances. Lots of big past grievances. Let's get a trade agreement with him. And then see offhand if we can get him to... No payments. Alright, that's fine. Trade is going to help. So that agreement will help give us some points to offset how much he doesn't like me. He's only at a minus 40 this time. Still, I feel like the possibility of him turning on me is pretty high. It's unfortunate. We don't have a battle to fight down here with him anyway, although there's a lot of trouble going on up here. This guy's probably going to knock off Takeda. Okay. I'm still sitting at 26 of 25 provinces, so even if I lost the Takeda, that doesn't really affect me. I'm going to bring this army back over to here. That's about as far as it can move anyway. Just to put him closer to head down here to fight in this area, since this guy basically completely skipped the Murakami. And then I've got gates I've got to restore here. Already did that. I don't have to repair that one. Okay. Nobody landed an army. I don't know why. This guy has an army. Decided he didn't want to land it on the beach. We can get back in this castle. Or we can... No, we can't smash that dude. So we'll just get back in this castle. Okay. And... Kyoto is under control. One turn for a Sakuden. And it looks like we could take our... Looks like with 22 public order... we should be able to take our army out of here. So we could bring... Well, we could... Looks like we could hit these guys, or we could hit these guys with this half stack we still have here. And then... Oh yeah, we gotta repair this. Whew, 253. It's alright. We're doing good. Money's good. We're over 10k. We're getting 4,200 a turn. Both things are solid right now. We... could bring this guy over to Setsu like that. This is actually one of our most stacked armies. These guys could come down here and hit them. Actually, that's not true. Because this guy, our general here, could use a victory. They're just going to run. I mean, I know this. That's all right. As long as Kyoto's not sad. Kyoto's not sad. Yeah, they're just gonna run. Yeah, I don't have enough movement to totally run them down, but that's okay. We'll get him. We'll get him next turn or something. They may go down there to try to recover. There is this army that's coming in here with a bunch of Yari, but I think we'll get enough replenishment that we'll be fine in Setsu. And then I've got ninja somewhere. Alright, so this guy... Is there anybody over here? Yeah, there's this monk right here. Okay. You take care of this guy. 95% chance. I mean, he got rid of my Metsuke. He must have some sort of skill. Yeah. Just slowly ranking up. I don't see anybody bad in that vicinity, and I don't see anybody in... Oh, wait, who's that guy? Yeah, that guy right there. Where's my ninja? Almost. And then there's nobody over here. That's my ninja right there. Okay. All right, so I'm going to send this guy over this way. So we'll get him in there. And then this ninja is going to come up through, since he's just, yeah, just good in general. I'm going to get him up here, because if I need to, I suppose I could be assassinating his military generals. So this army here, he could potentially get down. Well, we can take Izu now. That would end this problem we have going on with some of these guys. Yeah. Oh. I mean, his army's it's not so great. I mean, he's got dudes. He's got a 20 stack. But he's only, from here he can only get down to this vicinity anyway. He can't actually get to Saruga, so I could clean up this problem here. Maybe even take Izu, and then potentially have both of my armies available. This guy does not have a... Oh, that's right. We just moved troops in here to recover, I think. Maybe. That's all right. Okay, so what we're gonna do is these guys are gonna keep recruiting, and there's an army we can hit. Thinking about it. I think we're gonna leave them in this fort just to keep bulking up, and we'll use these guys to finish these guys off. Okay. Only losing one is a loss I can take. Alright. That looks pretty good. Prepared to lose Takeda to that guy. Well, I guess our daimyo is over this way now, so this is where looks like where the fighting's at, so I guess we'll go that way. And then just want to see if I have any other armies. Wait, what? Can we attack these guys? No. I mean, we could pop our I'm not going to pop my general out. That doesn't make any sense. We could take Izu now. Now we're going to leave it. We're going to leave it because we want the defense on this keep. All right. Solid. Yep. Where'd that Metsuke come from? Oh, maybe that's all he did. He dropped that Metsuke off on the beach and then is swinging his army around. Okay, well, the Yamana flipped.
We are now at war.
Yeah, that's okay. Oh, that's a problem. All right, well, you know, I'm happy to lose this keep. Tired of it. I've got the Hitano. They're gonna should go up and help kind of keep things under control up there. But I've got another army I can bring over too. Yeah, and a Kakaji. And the Murakami. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like maybe I should have done more bribing. All right, what do we got? What do we got going on here that's problematic? Susui again. Oh no, the Hatake. That's why the Hatake took that. I didn't realize they did that. Okay, fine. I'm gonna wait on that one because I'm gonna hit it. If they're gonna help defend that keep, I'm gonna attack it manually so I can make sure I wipe out all of his units. That's gonna be the plan with that one. These guys flipped. I think I can get. Looks like I can get this army down here to hit them. If I have a general, that would be guaranteed. So I don't know if they're gonna let me commit the attack. Oh, they will. All right. Sweet. Retake the Sakai. They're back. They still got their army intact. That's good. I don't care about that. I didn't care about Inaba. I've like just literally been sitting on it for a while. The main thing is, well, this shows me at 19 to 25, which isn't cool, but not the worst situation to be. What's going on here? Oh, that's the Honma again.
Device.
What? Alright, let's do this. Alright. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna fight this manually. I'm not gonna put it in the video because basically he's gonna sit inside his keep and I'm just gonna pelt him with stuff. So I'm gonna pause it while I do. Okay, here's the manual battle results. I lost 344. I actually did storm, like, end up through my fire arrows because he had one bow unit, burning the gates while pincushioning that one bow unit that was trying to man those gates. And then I just ended up storming the keep. So I took a little bit of losses. But it is what it is. We'll make him a vassal again. Our general got a level. We don't have to worry about repairing stuff at that point. I was gonna like maybe auto complete it just to see what would happen, but I'm not gonna do that anymore. Same thing. We're all infantry leaders in this Nobunaga or Oda clan situation. I don't know. I might send this guy up to help support. I don't know if I can get to the keep. No, probably can't. We'll sit on that for a second. I'm just trying to think of like how best I can position my armies here for this, because this guy doesn't have. He's got some movement. I could swing him. I guess I could swing him back up. I was going to swing him down, but now that I've got my daimyo coming around the bottom here, I'm not too worried about that at this point. I'll bring this guy back up because I got to keep. I'd like to keep Kaga, right? Kaga and Noto. These areas are sort of important. This army's got to retreat back over because if they can boat around one army that one time, they can boat another army around. So I just want to make sure that I'm not gonna lose that. Get rid of these guys. So our income is going like shooting up and shooting down because we're sort of losing some vassals, or in this case, the vassal was taken from us. But actually, we should be able to hold Kyoto pretty well. The garrison for Kyoto is 11 units. I don't want to make it too easy of a situation, but I would like to kind of put an end to all of this rebellion-y stuff going on here. So we're gonna swing around. I could hit his army. No, we're gonna hit this keep, and he should. Looks like he is going to reinforce it. So we're going to take this guy manually so we can destroy his army. So his reinforcements should be coming in from this direction, the southeast. We can set up anywhere around it because we're laying siege, but they should come in from the southeast. Perfect conditions. Which means they should be coming in over here. If that's the case, we can cut them off. Because that's the relative position that they were in to the thing. So we should be able to set our bows up like over here. We have a lot of bows. We also have a lot of... This is just sort of like, you know, whatever big chunky throw together army I needed for a second general, pretty much. So we're gonna do... Sorry, I was zoomed way out for the setup part, I guess. I think that's where he's gonna come. If he doesn't come in that way, then I'll have to probably pause the action and readjust, but I'm pretty sure... Yep, there he is. All right, great. Go. And really, I should be... Well, here. He's going to try to get him into the base, but I just want to spread out on him as much as possible. There we go. Well, there goes his general. Oops. We'll just bring these mate. We're just going to run in on him. Oops. I don't even have these guys set up in a bow contingent. Right. I don't know what they're doing.
Our general is in grave danger.
Yeah, didn't want that to happen. Alright. His general should be dead or mostly dead. I'm not sure. Peel you off and hit these guys in the rear. I didn't mean to divide up my units so much. Come on, get running. Sheesh.
My lord, their general has fallen. A cutting blow.
Well, our general is still alive, but awfully wounded. Yeah, that was a mistake on my part. I should have made sure I just kept my general out of that stuff. Yeah, we didn't take a lot of losses, and the thing I really wanted to guarantee was that this guy was somehow... I did not actually kill off his general. Okay. Revassalize this guy again. Wow. Okay, he's got one guy. his daimyo, Hidetomo, is now the daimyo of the Hatakeyama. I mean, there's no Hatakeyamas left, basically. Kawachi's actually happy now. Public order's gotten under control, probably because we got that Sakiden built. There's that province we can take off of him. We're back up to 21 out of 25, but we need to hold I'd have to relook at the victory conditions again, the objectives. 25 provinces. Well, we've got that, but whatever. I think I have these 2 turns. You know what I mean, to like get enough provinces back underneath control. Oh, those guys flipped too? What the heck? I just realized, I didn't realize that these guys flipped as well. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gone in this direction with my army. I would have gone towards the Murakami. Okay. Well, this guy can claim Izu now. We'll just auto-resolve that. Useful occupation, repair. Oh, that's right, because we can't make it. That's okay. Man, this guy. I must have already. Yeah, that's right. I did already buy the next rank. That's right. I want to take 3 more provinces at this point, because I want to have the full amount that I need to have. So we could take that province. This guy's gonna... That general's gonna die. He's not gonna get an army back. So we could start heading in this direction towards Key. And I want to make sure... I'm gonna have to go through and make sure that my vassals, 1, are trading with me, and 2, are content enough that I don't have to worry about any issues with them. I think I'm going to bring him all the way over to here. So this keep's defended. We could conceivably get to this keep. We should probably spy it out. He does have a Metsuke down here. Hold on one sec. I gotta get my dog. Alright, the dog is gotted. Yeah. Let's swing over here, since we need more provinces anyway. See what he's got. Okay, I mean, he's got this double army right here. So... Musashi. Provinces. So... was originally the Ogigayatsu, and the Ogigayatsu only held 1 province. So we could take this province, vassalize it, it would kick them out, and then we wouldn't have to worry about... Sagami wouldn't be under threat at that point. Let's do that. Boot. All right, one of those guys is close. The other guy is going to be wherever he's coming from. Cool. And then I don't have enough movement. No. It's alright, though. We'll leave that there for now. And then our assassin does not have enough movement to get back to Hojo. But that's not... We could assassinate this guy. Excuse me. Commissioner for Warfare. We'll get back to that. We'll get back to that. We'll get back to the ninjas in a second here. This is doing okay now. We will recruit. Still good on money, not super good on income. We're sitting at 2,700, but we're going to fix that in a minute here with our vassals. We still need... Excuse me. We still need 2 more provinces to be staying at 25. And why... How many did I lose out of here? I lost those 2. We've not gained 1 over here. We gained 1 over here. We should be at... Maybe it's miscounting. Because... There's only 2 provinces over here that I've lost. That should have put me at 24. Because originally I had 26 without Izu. and now I've gained these two, and I lost that one. So that should put me at like 25? 20, 27? I don't know. Weird. I mean, it looks like it's changing numbers, but I've got 8, 9. I've got 9 vassals, but this guy has 2 provinces. Wait. Is this guy not my vassal anymore? What? That's weird. Huh. Somehow Hatano broke his vassalhood with me. I've not seen that before. He's still trading with me, but he's no longer my vassal. That's weird.
I have better things to do than listen to an old woman's prattle. Speak.
Yeah, well, he doesn't
and
want
try to make sense.
a military alliance. That's weird. He's enemies with all of my enemies, but yeah. Okay. So now I understand sort of what happened. Not really. Where's his big army at? Maybe he lost it. I think maybe he lost most of his army when he broke. Weird. Well, he's going to flip on me shortly. Okay. Now I know kind of what's going on. So we're going to move this army probably back into here anyway. All right. Weird. These guys are mad, but they're mad because of that. Rice exchange is good. Buddhist temple. We'll just get... Wait, hold on. No, that gives +1 happiness. We won't do that. Yeah, we'll keep the happiness. Once the devastation and the town, these guys will be back to... These guys will be fine in a turn. So we'll leave our army here to replenish. And then, yeah, we'll leave that alone. These guys are recruiting more. And we're not going to build an encampment. I don't think there's enough turns left in this game for that to matter. So we've got an army there, army here. We could... Can't reach that guy, but we can reach this guy. And then next turn, I guess we could go back for the Metsuke if necessary. Yeah. 73%. Or we could just sabotage his army. No, we'll get rid of the general. Okay. And then up here, what's he got? Daimyo and heir. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot these guys flipped on us too. Now we should. Well, this is more of the problem than anybody. Oh wait, there's a. Yeah, let's just get rid of that guy. We'll get rid of his agent first, and then we'll start picking on his army. Assuming his army sticks around. Okay. Costing us a little bit of money, but dang it, man. I really wish I hadn't sent this army back the other direction. I completely blanked about the Murakami. Okay. In that case, too, we're going to... Oh, we've got to repair our rice fields. This is hurting our income. We're going to recruit a couple more Ashigaru here. We have plenty of bows. And then, oh, and here we got one of our agents back, so we're going to leave him there, and we're going to send this agent back up to Echizen, because that place makes money, and I want to avoid, well, 38% chance? No. Hold on a second. Oh, can you reach? 56. 35. Woo! Alright, well. Here. What we want. All right, good. So Echizen is bringing in 542, and Omi is bringing in, is bringing in 826. So Omi is by far more productive. So Owari's obviously bringing in a ton, but that's because there's 2 guys in here right now. There. Oops. You. There we go. So now Owari's 1400. And Omi is 1300. Alright. This guy. Critical success chance. That's a good one. 10% chance to avoid detection when unsuccessful. I like them both, but I'd like to keep my ninja alive at this point. Lots of assassinations kind of going on. And if I... Oh, that's right. Chance to avoid detection. Yeah. So 1 in here, and then avoid detection when unsuccessful. Yeah. Just to keep them healthy. And then we do have a ninja in here as well, but he's a spying ninja. That's okay, though. So this guy... Oh, yeah. Here's the other thing. While we were looking at this, I should have looked here. This next province over is owned by the Besho. Harima is owned by the Besho, and there's no other things. Okay, so if I take this province, vassalize them, it kicks this army out anyway. My guess is that army would help defend. But for 360 Koku, I can fail. Okay. Don't know. Yeah, we're going to do it this way. We're going to send this army up here. I'm going to have to pop out, but it's okay. Alright. I don't care because the thing's going to be there, but I can lose a whole lot less troops if I... That's alright, I'm just going to auto-resolve. This could be the end of the game. Like, having the requisite number of provinces. I really didn't lose anybody. It's fine. And then I can put this guy in as a vassal. Rank up. All that jazz. Vassal. Push that army out. That's good. Where'd my general go? Here he is. It's got enough movement, hopefully, to jump back into accuracy for bow infantry. Nice. Since I don't have any bows or whatever. Infantry leader all the way. Yeah. Put him back in the army for replenishment, and got a Yari Samurai. Not sure about that, but okay. Right. Now we're still at 24 of 25 provinces. That's my only issue. Like, I don't know if there's another province I can nab. Yeah, this guy can't reach. Man. Alright, let's go through diplomacy and get trade with everybody that can trade with us. And see if any of these guys will pay. No, that's fine.
Well, I will listen to your words for a time. Do not waste this chance I give to you.
Okay. And then we also... Well, we can either get the Ogigyatsu or the Sakai via ports. I think we're only going to be able to get one. Do the Susui by land again.
Cast your words upon the breeze. Perhaps they will drift past my ear.
This guy's mad, but it's because, you know, I don't know why. He's got to defend himself better. We will take the Sakai, actually. These guys are already indifferent, so I'm not too worried about that.
Cast your words upon the breeze. Perhaps they will drift past my ears.
Oh, he's going to give me money. Alright. I will take your 2,000 koku. Must have really wanted that trade. I guess I could have checked to see, but yeah, so now I can't trade with the... Oh, no, I can. Yeah, I wasn't sure I had enough port access for it, but apparently I do.
Well, I will listen to your words for a time. Do not waste this chance I give to you.
Okay. All right, trading with everybody that I can, and I feel like there should be something. Maybe it's just that, like, as soon as I get that last province, I might have had to make it through winter anyway. I don't know if winter would have counted as a turn, but I don't see myself getting another province this turn. All right, I think that's it for our movement. This was a longer turn than I had anticipated, but that's okay. We're going to click on end turn and see what happens. I could have gotten rid of some extra units, some of the ones that they gifted me, but whatever. I mean, I'm still making 3,600 a turn, which is pretty solid. They can blockade ports all they want. I mean, you know, it's gonna... There we go. I'm down to, 3,300 a turn. Here's that Chosokabe's army coming back, the one that I kicked out last time. And, oh good. The Hitano has declared war. Well, that makes it easy. It said something about some of my allies, so maybe some of my allies join them. Again, I should have remembered to bribe. Right. I should have remembered to bribe my allies. This can be prevented. Imagawa attacks Takeda. That's right. I remember this now. I'm going to... No, I'm going to join with... Yeah, that's fine. I bribed that free unit from that army. What the heck? Oh, I won. I guess I did. I guess I just could have clicked on end turn and not even worried about it.
Now, we fly like a dragons!
All right. Well... Okay, technically I haven't still won yet because I still need these 5 provinces to get victory. So 1, 2, 3. 4. To see. Oh, that guy took him anyway. All right. All right. Well, let's take care of whatever business we can here. Feel like I'm replaying. Like I knew last time. This same thing happened. Imagawa declared war on Takeda. I completely forgot about that. No, done with that part, man. All right. That was a gimme. I thought maybe this guy would help out up here, but I can't reach that. I can't reach that province from here without a general. This guy can't reach a province either. This guy can reach this one. Oh, there's an army there. This might be Hatakea's last. I'm gonna hope it's his last province, and I can make him. I don't know if this is his original province or if Noto was his original. I don't quite recall. So, if this is his home province and this is his last one, I can vassalize him here, or I'll just occupy it. Oh yeah, clan destroyed. No, that's Anagakaji. I don't know. I guess Hetakea still has something around here somewhere. Hetakeyama still has something around here. Oh yeah, up in the north up here. That's right. All right. Well, what do we need? 3 more. It appears I can't get this army up here in one turn. Yeah, they're not mad. But this army... Wait. Thought you guys were going across the bridge. Oh, you guys. Okay. Alright, we'll just merge that in. Just so I have an army on this side of the field from him. And I guess I will bring... Yeah, that's fine. Bring this army up to here. And then... I mean, this guy thinks he's tough, but he's not going to be able to get through what I've got hanging out up here. So we're going to keep recruiting. We might be able to hit both these guys. I'm not really sure. Oh, yeah, he's got good reinforcements. All right. Well, we're doing it because we're winning the game. Well, here, let's see what I saved it right. Yeah. Let's see what auto resolve has to say about this. I'll take it. Except, you know, I thought maybe that guy would be dead. Maybe I shouldn't take it. That's all right. We'll do it. We'll do it for now. And then, yeah, I have enough movement to either reach him or to reach the Jinbo. But I can't actually... Oh, I might be able to with this army. All right, let's try this. Oh, can't. My army is not close enough to support. That's all right. So that guy's recruiting. Right, yeah. And then this guy. Where are we at? 23? That gives me 24. And then I don't think I can reach a 25 this turn. I have this boat. Could fight some people. Could get rid of this boat. pretty awfully expensive. Yeah, we're just gonna. Yeah, 500 koku. No thanks. Let's get rid of this guy too, and let's move this guy to here. I think that puts him far enough where he can reach somebody. All right. Let me just kind of flip through again and see. All right, let's see who is. Let's get to here first. See if that changes my. No, did not change my field of view. All right. All right, nobody. It's got nobody over here. All right, well, next turn we're taking this territory, revassalizing, because there's no way you can stop that army, and we're going to revassalize this one too. So that's 2 provinces. I need to look at my vassals to keep anybody who might flip from flipping, and then I need to make a decision on this army here. No, I think we do need to. So the reason why we need to take this province right now, he's going to combine these 2 units together. I don't know if he's going to pull a general out of his butt from somewhere, but he probably will. I mean, a daimyo, somebody's going to show up to lead them, and they'll probably declare war on my vassal and come in and take that province back. While I'm going to reclaim these 2 provinces for sure, and then I've got my Nobunaga, my heir, over here. He's going to be able to take one of these 2 provinces. That's 3 that I'm going to gain. No, maybe that's good enough, because I'm 1 away, 2 away. That's right, because I lost these provinces up here. I'm gonna get that one too. So 4. I'm gonna pick up 4 for sure, and then let me get this unit out of here. I'll bring him. Yeah, I don't know if I can combine him or not. Oh, he gave me a long Yari. Maybe I should have left him there for defense. That's all right. The last time he bribed him, so I wasn't very happy about that. Okay. We're going to smash this army. He'll probably retreat into the castle. And then I'm gonna look at the auto resolve. I might actually just fight it out. Because I want to see if the 550. Yeah. So I'm gonna click on peaceful. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna fight the battle map. I'll pop back in a minute and we'll see. We'll compare results. All right. Manual results versus the other results were automatic. You know, the auto resolve. Probably comparable. I mean, the numbers will be up on the screen. 296 for this fight. We're going to stick with this. This allows us to peacefully occupy it without having to rebuild the fort anyway. And then we can't get out of here per se, but we can definitely destroy some of these buildings that are not worthwhile. That's fine. And now that this army's in our territory now, they're going to be losing some stuff. I just didn't want them to pack together a large army, so we'll get reinforcements. We're 1 province away. I can't, like I said, I couldn't see myself getting another province. I think we already bribed everybody this turn, so I think that's it. We're gonna let the turn play out. I don't have any. I just want to double check that I don't have a ninja. This guy has some movement left, but not anything spectacular. I will scout down here to see. Yeah, it's got nothing in this castle. Okay. I think it was all I wanted to do. There we go. Finally brought that army back over. Haha. Oh, I see. Setting pieces of my territory on fire. Okay. Man, they keep doing a really good job of arresting my Metsuke. But, I mean, if that's what they got, that's what they've got. I wish... This is the only part I wish I could sort of speed along. All this boat movement, I mean, sometimes it's useful. Imprisonment. Okay, that's fine. And we got call to arms. +1 recruitment everywhere. +2 to melee attack everywhere. This should be 23 to 25. This should pretty much be where we wrap it up. I don't know where his army went. Oh, there it is. His army went deep. Okay. First things first, we're just gonna get the... Oh yeah, we're gonna merge these guys. Well, no, we're not. We'll just get the Jinbo back on our side. Vassal. And then we'll... Punk. Tongo. That's the real ending.
My ancestors would be proud. We drew the sword and went to war. Our enemies are scattered. The cities are burned. All who opposed us are crushed. The dead are silent.
Stretched video. It
are triumphant.
should have been, you know, they should have letterboxed it more.
Mountains to the depths of the southern seas. We rule. I rule. The true master of Japan has been revealed. All men bow to me, the mighty Shogun. Our clan's greatness will be remembered. Its glory, its power, a legacy to last 10,000 years.
I don't know what they're trying to say here. I got a park. The legacy. Yeah. So here's all the results. This is already a long video, but I'm going to do sort of the wrap up of this gameplay. The strategy that I used is sort of the universal strategy. I'm going to make a smaller video, 5 to 10 minutes, that covers that strategy. But the strategy is follow these basic concepts. Focus mainly on Ashigaru. Utilize vassals when and where you can for non-strategic things. You know, have 5 wealthy provinces. That's typically where your markets are. Don't build the rice exchange buildings. Those just cost like a lot of money for not a lot of profit. Unless you plan on playing a really, really, really long campaign, it's just not worth it. And don't use boats. I didn't use any boats. They gave me 3 when I became Shogun, but you don't need boats to win. Even if you're playing as Date, you don't need boats to win. Now, if you're going to play a Christian clan or whatever, if you're going to do Shimazu and stuff like that or whatever, maybe you want some boats. You can play a trade game. But when you play that boats trade game, you saw all those ships that were in the water. Now you have to be fielding navies. I'm not going to make this into a diatribe on boats versus not, but I didn't play with any boats. I won the game just fine. Took me 53 turns. I got a little sloppy at the end there. I was kind of, I don't want to say phoning it in, but I got a little sloppy. I made some mistakes in my last couple turn maneuvers. I could have shaved a couple turns off of it. easy. I could have shaved more turns off it as well. I just haven't played in a while, so I forgot, like, oh yeah, I have to repair this wall since I auto-resolved it and didn't take it, manually, stuff like that. But I lost, okay, captured 30 provinces, it's fair. Total battles, 104, 97 victories, 2 heroic victories. So I guess must mean that 2 of those were heroic. Land battles, victories in all, so I lost 7 land battles, and those were probably, 2 of those were probably where I had that little 4-unit stack where that guy brought in that army. I didn't recognize it, and I retreated, and then he attacked me, and I just let him wipe me out. That was 2 of them right there. Generally speaking, didn't lose any. No naval battles, because didn't have a navy. Units recruited was 174, all infantry, right? All melee and bows. No cavalry, no siege. I mean, only bomb throwers are siege anyway. And whatever that other one is. Units lost 46. Units destroyed 523. Pretty good ratio. I did lose some unnecessarily in a way. And I don't know if units lost include the ones that I disbanded. Like they were gifting me units and I was just forcing, disbanded about, I don't know, 8 or 10 of those. I just kind of got tired of those guys. Maybe they'll have it in here. I did lose 5 agents. That was a little bit painful till I got my ninja online, and then I went out and killed 15 of them. So there's that, and got 4 generals. No generals affected. Pretty successful assassinations. I didn't do anything with monks. I probably could have used some monks for revolts. Normally, if you're doing the Ikoiki, or if you're doing a Christian conversion game, monks are great. Monks will just rock the world for you. With Oda leaning into the Ashigaru powers and the strengths of the Ashigaru, it wasn't really necessary. Assassins and Metsuke. Assassins basically to protect your Metsuke from getting taken apart. What else? I'm not worried about missions. Earned lots of koku. I don't know what a good amount of earned koku is anymore. I got a bunch of it from trade. Didn't do any piracy because no boats. And then, a good chunk of my koku was spent on them. This is why, like, for me, fielding Ashigaru armies, particularly as Oda, for sure, because he's got the Ashigaru powers, basically. But even with other clans, mostly Ashigaru armies, will keep your total upkeep spent on your army down so that you can spend money. You need to spend money on infrastructure anyway to build it up. I'm not going to... That'll be all in that video, the strategic video itself. But it is my... I spent 21K. That was when I went and upgraded all of my farms. I unlocked the farm thing. I had 30,000 koku and spent 20,000 of it upgrading several farms, which is good. Now my per turn income was 17K at one point as well. That was kind of the height of there. I'm going to click on continue campaign just to make him a vassal again. 1, so I can save it, and 2, just so we can kind of see like the issue that I had. What I should have maybe planned a little bit better was I hit my status. I hit Realm Divide without taking Kyoto. And when you hit Realm Divide, if you hit Realm Divide and you take Kyoto, or within a turn or so of taking Kyoto, then you basically, with your vassals, once you revassalize them, that Realm Divide penalty goes away. You have 0 Realm Divide penalty from the rest of forever at that point, till you win out the game. But because I staggered it, that's how I ended up losing, like, Susui a couple times. I only lost Kitabatake once. I got him back. But he's got that Realm Divide penalty, that minus 35, because I took Kyoto later. If I had taken Kyoto and then taken Kyoto, hit Realm Divide, and then he flipped, and then I straighten them out. Those guys no longer have a realm divide penalty. So that guy that I just took back, the Takaoka, no realm divide penalty because it's just gone for the rest of the game. So you want to keep that in mind when you're dealing with vassals. Unless all your vassals really love you, and you take Kyoto and hit realm divide at like the same time, and you can sustain and you can just get through those 4 turns without any of them flipping, chances are one or more of them is going to flip on you. I mean, it's really sort of a perfect thing to, I took Kyoto and I got realm divide. It's really sort of a perfect storm. You're going to have a couple vassals flip. You just have to know which ones they are and either bribe them to keep them from flipping, provided you have a good enough income, or making sure you have an army nearby to flip them back to vassal status like as soon as possible. Like, if I had to keep playing and fighting dudes, like this army that landed is a nothing burger. Like that's a guy kicked back over sea. Like, you finally brought him back. Like, I've got my daimyo here that's gonna smash him. This guy was a threat. Coming down here, didn't get quite to Izu. I don't have a big enough army to hit him, but I mean, I've got this army that I can bring back, and I got my daimyo's army coming from the other side, and I'm not going to lose hardly anything on that. So this guy was sort of a temporary annoyance, and I have this kitted out army. Even though they've taken casualties, I have this kitted out army that I would just swing back to the south and start revassalizing these guys and deal with the Murakami and whatnot, and bring in a half a stack more of these Ashigaru. So I didn't. While it was odd with the Hatano kind of like ditching me at the last moment, that should have been victory. I didn't see him slip out of vassal status, but no matter, like at this point with so many armies kind of going, it would have taken more mistakes than I made. I made a couple mistakes, lost a couple turns as far as that goes, but it would have taken more mistakes than I made to cost me. To really cost me the game. But at any rate, that's it for the Oda clan series. I may do another clan. I'm going to do a video covering sort of like a rundown of the strategy. It'll refer back to this video. Like, if you want an example of a playthrough on very hard difficulty. The only reason why I didn't do this game on Legendary is, well, there's 2 reasons. One, I haven't played the game in a really long time, and I wanted to be able to use saves and move the battle camera around to, get back sort of in the swing of things. I have beaten the game on Legendary way back in the day. The other reason why was I was afraid that without being able to manipulate the camera, having it sort of in debug mode or whatever, then maybe it would detract. Now, I did a lot of auto-resolving, so the camera didn't matter all that much as far as that goes, the locks they have for Legendary. But I would have liked to make sure that I could maneuver the camera around if I need to show what's going on, where it's much more limited on Legendary difficulty. But the big thing was saving. I wanted to be able to do things like save the game, fight the battle manually, load the game in, fight it automatically, so I could put those next side by side and go, how these turn out, so you could kind of see, well, when you're making that decision, does skill matter? Like the last fight, it kind of didn't matter. The main difference is with this Shimosa fight, the main difference is by me taking it manually, one, it took me more time to do, but it kept the walls preserved. So I don't have to repair the walls. I could recruit in that province if I needed to. Early game is super important to manually take a lot of those forts so you don't waste your koku because you don't have a lot of it to begin with, and so you can recruit immediately, because especially in the early game where you need to get troops off the ground as fast as possible, you need to take stuff manually. So other than that, like I said, I've got the quick sort of strategy overview, and I'm going to cover some of the other. I'll cover basically it's a core strategy that you can use with any clan. The only clan that you would have a problem using this sort of strategy with, I would say, would be the Iko-Iki, because they don't get Metsuke, so you don't get all that extra income that Metsuke can give you. But Iko-Iki, instead of Metsuke, you would use monks, and that'll be something I'll discuss in that strategy overview. It'll be a generic strategy you can use for pretty much every clan, with the exceptions thrown in. Like if you're going to play as the Christian Shimazu like conversion clan, any clan that does that, or the Iko Iki, I'll have those exceptions in there as well. But thanks for watching. Thanks for thumbing up the video. Any comments that have been left about whatever. I don't know. Somebody said UK drill. I don't know. Whatever's going on with that. I appreciate your support. I appreciate your feedback. If you do want to see more clans played, let me know down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Talk to that monkey over there in the corner. And I'll see you next time. Thanks so much.